What? What is it, like some kind of anime intro we're doing for here? Today's a great day. You know why? Somebody told me about TTS, but I accidentally got rid of the browser tab. But let me show you all something. H, command not found. Now gesture can be called anytime you mistype a command, for example, O, or disk F, or actually F disk backwards. What if you get really confused and write F disk backwards? What if you type that shit in? Well, now gesture just automatically activates to hate C++ enjoyers. So that's good. We've improved gesture. Yesterday, I released the gesture files. They're not redacted like the other files that everybody seems to want to not publish. Probably, even though they probably just because they're made up. Well, not all of it, but probably just they probably don't have other parts of them. Maybe I don't know. Fucking A. I'm skeptical at all times. Or there is more, but they just don't release it. But who cares? It's time for us to get at TTS. Because somebody told me Piper TTS is the ultimate answer. So, select a voice. Sudo cmake. Wait. What's this guy's name like?
A rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon that is caused by reflection, refraction, and dispersion of light in...
A rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon that is called...
A rainbow is a meteor...
A rainbow is...
A rainbow is
A rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon that is...
Thank you.
Is a meteorological phenomenon.
a rainbow is a meteorological
A rainbow is a
meteorological phenomenon that
Our rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon that is caused
That's the
by
peak
reflection,
nerd voice.
and dispersion.
A rainbow is a meteorological.
A rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon.
A rainbow is a
A rainbow is a meteor...
a rainbow is a meteorological
A rainbow is a meteor...
A rainbow is a rainbow. A rainbow. A rainbow is
A rainbow...
a rainbow is a meteor
a rainbow. A rainbow is
A rainbow...
A rainbow.
is a meteorological phenomenon that is caused by reflection, refraction, and dispersion of light and water.
Nerd activate. That's nerd woman, and this is nerd man. And together they make more nerd. Damn, bro. That's nerd maxing.
A rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon that is caused by reflection.
Have me use my voice for one of these.
A rainbow is a meteorological...
A rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon.
A rainbow
A rainbow is a meteorological
caused
phenomenon.
by reflection, refraction, and dispersion of light and water droplets, resulting in a spectrum of light.
A rainbow is a meteorological...
a rainbow is a meteor.
A rainbow is a meteorological...
Joey?
Meteorological phenomenon is caused by reflection.
A rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon.
Reflection, refraction, and dispersion of light and water.
A rainbow is a meteorological...
A rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon.
A rainbow is a meteorological... A rainbow is a meteorological...
a rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon that is
A rainbow is a meteorological...
A rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon that is
You don't even have downloads for them?
refraction and dispersion of light and water droplets resulting in a spectrum of light appearing in the sky.
A rainbow is a meteorological...
You get the most options with this one. You get like 5K options. God damn.
Light and water droplets resulting in a
Hella options there.
appearing in the sky.
A rainbow is a meteor...
A rainbow is a meteor.
Oh, rainbow!
that is caused by
God damn.
refraction and
Which one am I? Claude?
Un arco iris o arco iris es un
Ich spreche keine Deutsch.
meteorológico que consiste en
English?
A rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon that is caused by reflection, refraction, and dispersion of light and water droplets.
We're going with the AEW voice because it's the peak of nerd. Since I need a voice for my fucking Jester program. To enhance Jester, And every time I do something with Jester, I make sure to give all the information on how to do that in the fucking Codeberg. I think this will just take me to Jester 2. Yeah. Yesterday I published bash RC example. Should be available. Yes. 9 hours ago. Which is an example for how to set it up to work best with bash RC. Otherwise, I have no idea for other RC. In its RC?
A rainbow is a meteorological
freaking
and dispersion of light and water droplets resulting in a
Death.
spectrum of light appearing in the sky.
Can I sudo cmake Arctic? Install? What? What does that do? Where's the download? Bruh. Install it. Good. Wait, can I download AEW? Oh.
It is a period of civil war.
Actually... How do I download Piper TTS? Let's see. We're gonna be doing AMD sealing in a bit, by the way, because I saw I have it installed. See, there you go. I have AMD sealing. Which means one thing. It's time to learn C. But I actually know C, so don't worry. It's literally just fucking D minus minus. C is just D minus. You know what I mean? Increment down one letter. You guys know about BCPL and CPL? Alright, we should deep dive into those for a video. In memory. Oh, okay. Thank you. Set up Piper TTS on Arch Linux. You can tell because, oh. Lol. No AUR, please. I don't use AUR, and you shouldn't either, so if we're gonna set something up, we're gonna compile it ourselves. Flatpak. Oh, okay, that's actually not bad. Flatpak. I also can't spell Flatpak. Flatpak. I still can't fucking spell Flatpak. I always end up with a C in there. Mike Easoft. Top pipe. This is something one of my viewers showed me, by the way, so I have to install it. Nothing matches? God damn it, now I have to read this shit. Because we don't have this fucking nerd to read it for me. My Kia Soft. We don't use Snap. Let's see if I have pip. Do 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 sudo pacman dash s python dash pip python dash on x runtime. Sudo pacman syud Probably want the non-rock M option, honestly. Well, oh, actually, I have two. Give me the Onyx runtime for fucking CUDA. I think NVIDIA Jensen would approve of this. Oh shit. Hold on, let me just pop out the chat. I forgot to do that. I've been busy looking at this. You know it's Linux programming stream when there's no work being done. Just trying to get things done. Damn, bro. You know it's a Windows programming stream when you pay money to use all the shit. Alright, let's see. How long will it take for me to install pip Python on X runtime CUDA mode? Probably 2 hours, but in the meantime, AMD sealing, right? Let's start reading the docs for AMD sealing. Should be like a deep something wiki on this. Oh. Right. Oh wait, we were... LLVM is also a thing. But anyway. The AMD optimizing C compiler. Since I do have AMD GPUs in my gigantic supercomputer the whole time. So, we actually can target those with AMD FLang. I think there's not really any limitation on... Also, this is taking hella time to install, by the way. Maybe I shouldn't have installed things on stream. Now my latency, big latency. Hey bro, connect your stream to go live. Damn. We're having huge latency since I'm installing Python Onyx runtime. Hello, hello. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, it's because of all the Python I have to download to get the fucking nerd voice. Damn, this is taking hella time for the downloads. What's the timeline on this shit? Sorry. This is, because we need to install the nerd voice. Python is a terrible download. Oh my god. How does it take so long to download Python? Python CUDA. I got CUDA Python. Does that mean I can run Python in my GPU? Question mark, comma, comma, comma. I have no idea how Microsoft has kept Windows 3.1 source code hidden for so long. That's actually a good point. That's actually a very good point. How do they keep like Windows Vista source code hidden? How do they like there's tools out there like what if you just obj dump that shit? Or object dump it. Object dump the well actually you need an object file, right? Or no, you can do that with like a compiled objects. What about reverse compilation? Well, they probably have like obfuscation or something in a file. But how would you obfuscate just regular code for a computer? At that point, you can. Yeah, I don't think you can obfuscate machine code. I think it's a Java exclusive. That's why Java OS would be a cool thing to make. That then you can obfuscate your OS, Java OS. I've got NT782 Win 3.5, but not 3.1 because it's proprietary garbage. Sudo yes. Sudo wins. I wonder if we can get like window themes too. Honestly, this might turn into a racing stream if I'm not careful. You just want to look at the desktop compositor? Going for a similar style of my OS? Oh, that's fair. The Jester files. Wowie. Oh. Failed to receive some files. Two. Yes, for CUDA. Sudo pacman SYU. Awesome. So the next step is to get our voice. Pacman and pip install Piper TTS. Pacman S install Python. Pacman-S install, or wait, is Python. Python-Piper. Oh right, I need a sudo. What do you guys think, Linux or VNV, path to VNV? Pip X dash TTS. What am I doing? When you install Linux, they usually include Python. Yeah, because it's used in fucking everything. Just learn Linux fundamentals. It's not, Linux isn't hard. I don't struggle with it that much, but bruh. Pip X. I'm getting made fun of right now by my program. Okay. This environment is externally managed, where non-arched package create a virtual environment. Fundamentals, mentals. Links. If you believe this, please contact your Python installation distribution provider. You can override this at risk of breaking your Python installation or OS by passing -break system packages. Nice. Sudo pacman break my system. Oh, I should have kept that one open. Oops. Where is my history? Ding 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 ding. Oh, it doesn't even save my last conversation, bro. Piper dash TTS dash 1.6.0. Use virtual env. Oops. See, I was cooking on that one. No, we don't need to know about AMD ceiling. I'm just trying to find out where I was at last time. Install the fucking voices. Install Piper TTS on Arch Linux, please. I wonder if this pulls from those. Ah. Piper TTS Arch. Piper voices. Alright, to use a neural text-to-speech system, Piper, install Piper TTS. Piper voices, configure the speech dispatcher. Let's see, is Piper TTS now a thing? An automated graphical maybe installed using Pied. Configuration files look at it. However, the speech dispatcher is usually run on a per user basis to allow multiple users to have differing preferences. User configuration files are stored at config speech dispatcher. Let's see, spd conf. Huh. There is also support to allow different speech synthesis client engines. Use the included spd conf tool to change options. Pip uninstall. What was it again? Piper TTS? Break system, please. I'm gonna try the flat pack version again. I think that would be best option. Flat pack would probably be easy. Ah. So then how do you install? Install flat pack. Oh. Oh. Okay. CD. Bruh. Every time I mistype a command, it takes me into here and then installing on ARM symbol. I use Arch, by the way. Oh, that's my video. 2 emoticons. sudo flatpak install. What about, let's see. Also, I saw there's Ruby compilers. Maybe we'll try Ruby at some point. I didn't think Ruby was compiled. Let's see. So we've done the flat hub local install. Flatpak. Why am I thinking of flat hub? Install a .flatpak file. I don't use Flatpak much. I use it like once every now and then. What does this say? Dash user dash from? We'll do dash dash from. I think the AI is wrong. Okay. Sudo user. User mod pipe grep. Figured. Wait a second. Dash dash from. Dot flatpak. Which is not a value pair group or comment. I don't even. Just install that shit. NVIDIA. Good job, Flatpak. Today you've saved me. Even though I wasn't trying to do this today, really. But, okay. We'll continue on there. We'll just use ped. Oh, Kamel. Okami? You can call through extern. And, let me tell you all about extern, by the way. Extern C, right? New file. The fucking new files. While we're installing that, have it in the background. And, shrink this down. Maybe make this tiny. TBH, make it tiny. Then we're gonna do right ln, just getting my everything set up. And you can just extern C, which by the way, I've changed my nice make file hello.py and set permission to chudmod plus x hello.py. Oh, right, for him? Yeah, that's good. Extern C. And you'll notice I've gone back to 4. I think the 8 was okay for tab indentation, but I'm just trying shit out and seeing what works better for me. Honestly, I feel like it was more readable with 8, but like there's less chance that you fuck up the indentation somehow. But I feel like 8's also just fucking jarring to look at too. So like, it's like there's no good balance between 8 and 4. I think 4 is the balance between 8 and 4, honestly. I like my green squares. I'm guessing those are supposed to be checkmark emojis. But I don't install emojis because it's bloatware. Emoticon is bloat, by the way. It was invented by Amazon Web Services, clearly. Void main. You also make classes and shit that are super fancy. There's a bit more to classes than meets the eye, by the way. Sudo Pacman SYU. Alright, let's see. What was it called? Flatpak run. Actually, let's see. Delete all this shit. Ah. Install Piper. Good job. And let me go ahead and do something else too. If you know me, I use FVWM3 by the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit my FVWM3 while I program in do four different fucking things at the same time. We also need to do picocom-b. So we need to do a couple things. Vim. Good. Makes shit really easy, by the way. HFC, John, Kathleen. Where on earth is our favorite Arctic? L2 Arctic. AEW, please. Where the fuck is my AEW voice, bruh? Where my AEW hiding at? Python for tab stop, Java CSS using tab stop.
A rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon.
A rainbow. Yep, that's what I'm thinking right now. Vim .fvwm3. There should be a config in there. Attention. Swap file found. Shift D to delete it. Sudo pacman shut up. Pick with thick accent. Oops, I clicked download on that one. I meant to play it again. Well, that's fine. Sorry, I had the Quake 2 soundtrack in my head, by the way. That's why I keep going It's fucking... Well, that's normal, though. That's normal. This will go in my system settings. It'll be called Flatpak something something or other. We go down. There should be a section where I put a hella shit ton of fucking custom shit. By the way, I'll release my configs at a later date. Actually, I'll release a lot of my fucking shit for like my desktop at some point in the future. I'll try to like make a repo for it. Be like, all right, here's the FVWM3 config. Danny D. These are buttons. Go up. NixOS team got disbanded. What? Why? That's sad. That's big sad. NixOS is hella cool, but I guess it's because it's too British. They were Brit maxing too hard, bro. Swear to God. Harder than this TTS is gonna be. Where did I put this at? Chamad Chone LS. Oh yeah, I like Chone. Chud Chud ownership. Wowie. I wonder what Perl's like. Or you know, if you want to be like Zuck maxing, then do PHP instead. Zuck maxing, PHP by the way. Plus, Shift. No. Insert backspace. Whoa. Flat hub. Please run my program. Do. Mike EA. What was it? Mike EA Soft? Mike EA Soft? Mike EA Soft. Dot. Pied. TTS. That's why asking where I can, is that a voice changer? Yeah. No, not really. Let me just whip out Emacs and modify that Perl script. Bro, Emacs is big lame. I'm gonna be honest. But if you like Emacs, that's okay for you. I personally don't like it, but you can do you. Not like I'm gonna tell you not to use something you'd like to use. Because I'm not your boss. I'm just the guy on the internet who likes to make jokes about programming, and then sometimes programs, but like doesn't know what to program next. So normally I like to program some kind of super advanced joke. Some may say the program itself is a joke, but I'm the real jokler. That's right, not a jokester, jokler. Alright, so what step comes next? How do I use PED? Alright, and then we have to edit my .bashrc. That's why I'm asking, can I learn like all of this stuff in one? There's guys on the internet who do like exclusively like Linux learning videos. And then it's like this one Red Hat dude. He's got a Red Hat AMD GPU. Fucking hold on that. So you do this for use with speech dispatcher. I thought speech had an A in it. Please. Oh. I typed it too fast. Oh fuck, I put a quotation at the end. Yes. Alright, I guess we can just call speech dispatcher. Alright, let's see. Hello. And then pipe it to... I guess you'd pipe it. Alright, hold on. Current voice. Pied installs the Piper neural text-to-speech engine to work with speech dispatcher. It can be used to download and manage different voices. Build instructions. Alright, then we can just go to ArchWiki. Bro, what am I typing at? Hell no, I use Vim. That line is like from the Zuck movie, Lamau. Bro, Zuck, bro. The PHP. Then he made PHP to C++. And now they made their own language called Facebook or some shit. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like PHP descendant, bro. I don't know why it's what you do, bro. Like job or a student. You know, to be honest, you can be like a really smart person and also not even be anywhere close to a programming field. It's pretty interesting. Me, for example, I just do this for fun. This is my hobby. And There's none like it. So that's why I like this one. Let's see. Speech dispatcher. Archwiki. Sudo yes. First install that to use Festival. Get the don't use AUR, by the way. AUR big evil. Per user basis to have alright, so we need to go and vim that. There's also support to allow different speech synthesis engine clients and their own configurations too. Let's see. SPD-conf. Yes. User. Yes. Default output module. eSpeak NG. What are my output modules? Alternatively to the above, AUR Piper along with voices can be, all right, Piper dash voices. Piper dash TTS. eSpeak, Pico. Cali. What? Hold on. Epico? Cali? What am I looking for? Okay. Well, let's see. Piper Dispatcher. I don't know how to select Piper Dispatcher though. Speech Dispatcher, oh, my earrings. Going earringing. Piper-TTS. Flat pack. I think I'll just see what exactly AI can tell me about this. Okay. Install PIAD. Configure voices. Once the voice is enabled in Pi, it is configured system-wide, allowing Flatpak applications like Foliet or SpeechNote to access TTS capabilities. Piper Engine with its sandbox and allow you to download and manage specific voice models. System integration, once the configured system-wide, Foliate or SpeechNote to access TTS. Let's see, does it have Foliate in here? eSpeak. I don't know, that doesn't help me at all. I don't know what this is. No. EN-US. 0 default. Most applications will start with speech automatically. Whoa. Yes.
Speech dispatcher works.
Good. Speech dispatcher work. Speech. Oh, I guess we have to do the system CTL enable. All right, so do system CTL dash enable dash oh, I'm fucking dumb. User enable dash now speech dash dispatcher dash socket dot socket. Speech dispatcher so how do you call it? So it worked for a second. Testing using SPD say. Is that a function then? A function? Maybe it's SPD-say. Oh, I'm backwards. Bro, it's making fun of me. Let's try Jester 2 Java.
Jester 2.
Oh, oh, hold on a second. This is even better. What if I can like pipe to it, like have it dash E
36M Jester, 0 Java 33M, using Java for serious jobs.
It gave up.
36M Jester, 0 Java 33M, in the JSR 290.
It gives up, bro. Why is it quitting?
M Jester, 0 Java 33M. Java is a DSL to transform big.
Let's see. It stops before complete pipe mode. Maybe it's like something to do with RAM limits or something? Like memory usage limit? Stop speaking or cutting off mid-sentence when used in a flat pack. It is typically caused by chunk issues, audio player conflicts, or premature process termination. Okay, it says edit your Python vim /config/speech. Oh no. Shift:QA. Oh, eSpeak? eSpeak NGs? I guess we'll go with eSpeak. Piper.conf. Hell, I don't got a Piper.conf. Piper usually in the... What's it default to then? eSpeak? Bro, there is hella lines in here. Let's try maybe Cicero. Maybe that's the voice it's using. Well, I don't have a piper.conf anyway. What the hell? Install PID. Open PID and install the Piper engine with its sandbox and allow you to download voice and manage specific models. This is the most information of all time. Let's try this again. Select voice. Okay, so we set that. Oh! Shift colon QA.
M gesture, 0 Java 33M. Java is the SUV.
Java is the SU. Alright then. Chunking delimiters. Bro, I can't wait to play Quake 2. We'll have to finish Hexen first. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking today. Oh god. Oh, manual mode. Sudo Pac-Man. Type it yourself today. Pipe. Next line. Generic. Max. Chunk. Girth. Yeah, length. How could it possibly go wrong?
36M gesture, 0 Java 33M. The only thing go.
Relies on an extra, like PW play or A play if the player exits before the pipe is fully read and audio cuts off. Generic execute synth. Generic execute synth. Then it does Piper. Then you do voice. Dash dash output dash raw. And it said pulse audio for pipewire. PW dash play dash R 22050 dash C1 dash F S16 underscore LE dash T raw. I'm assuming end of line there. Check for dummy module fallback.
Right was, run away, through C, 0M. The more IT flavor the job description had, the less dangerous was the company.
Huh. That's interesting. Well, now it kind of works.
Job right was, run away, through C, 0M. 36M Chester, 0 Java 33M. 10. The wrong people like it.
Wow. This is good.
The LI and data started out with all the nodes, were very daunting languages, and got bad.
But I don't think that did what we're wanting it to do. It kind of destroyed everything. God damn it.
M Chester, 0 C++ 33 N. C.
At speechd.conf increase timeout. Let's do where do we find this at? We're trying to vim something though. Let's find speechd.conf. Oh. Speech dispatcher supports Piper only through generic interface. Huh. .onex. Alright, let's see. Speech D configuration has been read.
36 M Chester, 0 C++ 33 N.
Speed conf. Let's see. SPD-say stops after a few words. Generic execute synth. I've just encountered 2 issues so far. The first is that the audio stops if I write a longer sentence using SPD-say. Oh, after a few reboots is working fine. Maybe it will be working better after a few reboots. Okay. Or it will be broken. Anyway, let's go ahead and vim bash RC. Oh, did I put an E or an A? Okay. Source.bash RC.
36 M Chester, 0 Java 33 M. Using Java for 36 M Chester, 0 C++ 33 M. I invented the term.
That don't suck. How do you get this to work? Let me know, because I don't want to spend an entire episode doing this. So, I've got it partially working. That's good enough for today. Let's see. We have to do AMD GPU support on AMD C-Lang. And I also want to show off Xturn C again for the nth time. But AMD C-Lang, right? It's pretty much like AMD F-Lang, right? Got like lots of capabilities. Let's put this on the other side. Honestly, put that right there. No. There we go. Jamogus. As a matter of fact, let's enable dark mode on this website. Yeah, do it like this. Or we could just do Fortran with the CABI. Oh, I'm not a Super C programmer, by the way. AMD GPU for AMD GPU, AMD GCN. The defined GPU target is AMD. Where's the docs, please? Sudo, please show me the docs.com. Yes. Alright, C-Lang documentation. They got more here. AMD GPU, AMD GCN, which we know is AMD GCN is kind of like what the other one is, isn't it? Grouped work. Simple wrapper. Honestly, maybe we should just write like C code first and then learn a bit of the C ecosystem, then get into it. Or we could do Ruby compilation. What about, right, OpenMP? Or try the Fortran shit? What time is it? No, we got a little bit of time. Ceiling. Kernel examples. Honestly, why would I even want to really target at AMD GPU? HIP support? Ceiling ++-C offload to Arch GFX or HFX XHIP simple.cpp-o program. Those are C++, AMD GPU-Arch. Huh. So that's for HIP though. And HIP is like a C++ thing. C++ exclusives. LLVM 8? Bro, it's LLVM 22 nowadays. 22 plus probably. What am I doing? Building the mainline Linux kernel with LLVM Clang. C programmer. I will write my functions in C. Well, dash better C. You can technically do dash better C. Then compile to an O. Then call. Actually, that's something I wanted to work on, was the byte packing algorithm and doing it in a more parallel configuration. Websites without dark mode should be banned. How's the TTS going? TTS going bad, but anyway. Extern C, right? Then we can write our functions with in another module, but have it better C compatible, or just write C code at that point. Or we do it the smart way and we make a new file for the Fortran, make a Fortran file, you know what I mean? Fortran file. The problem is when you have a Fortran file and this, then you run into problems. So you either have this, and you have the Fortran runtime, or you have a D-Lang runtime, but no Fortran GPU kernel. That's the thing. So we'd have program kernel, and then you'd have end program kernel, and you'd have contains, and then you need to see, I think the docs are better for the Fortran AMD F-Lang docs. You and there should be a bit of stuff getting started. Hardware. I think this is kind of out of date because you can target the 1030 targets. GFX 1030, so. Base Container Foundation, MPI, OpenMPI. We'll set that up this weekend actually. OpenMP, maybe. You also can do CMake build system. Oh wait, that's the base. So that'd be system requirements. AMD Instinct models. These have CDNA, but we have RDNA on ours. RDNA 3 or 2 or something like that. I don't know. Maybe no, it was RDNA 6. I think that's what we have. Base container infrastructure Gromax. Container host GPU device access. So AMD GPU hardware, one or more Instinct GPUs. Open MPI. The base container includes GPU or MPI. Let's see, maybe this. Oh, this is actually not bad. Not bad, docs. Flang 1, Flang 2. Pre-processing. This stage handles the tokenization of input source file macro expansion. Hashtag include expansion and handling all other preprocessor. LLVM IR code, parsing and semantics, stuff like that. The real thing that's really nice is IR code, bro. You can do so much with that shit. Fortran 95 and Fortran 2003. Partial support of the 2008 ISO thingy, ISO EC. OpenMP 5.0 and earlier standards for C++. And then we have OpenMP 5 standards. Dwarf 5 and earlier for C++ and Fortran debuggability. Oh, I remember why I didn't want to do this though. Because when you use a Fortran program for these, it's not like, this is not the most portable thing. It's going to be the best thing, but the fastest thing, like we write like C++, C, or Fortran for this, will be very fast. But the problem was that I wasn't able to get it to work. that was my issue. So I'm hoping I can get it to work this time. Although it'd be potentially easier to use the C# GPU program, at least to even get started. IL GPU does provide a lot of the features we need. What are we trying to do? Write a great program of all time. I don't know if we can make a C# DLL. We'd also need .NET runtime. Let's see if we can make a C# DLL. Or .SO. I don't know if they support that. They probably don't. Also, it's probably hella slow. Ah. D to C# interop. I don't think you can interrupt them because you have two garbage collectors then. CLI as intermediary, platform, invoke, or third-party libraries like Derelict Mono. Maybe, if Derelict Mono. There's also dcompute, which would be like the native way of doing it. I'm not really reading much. Let's go here. That's where I will go. Trying to combine C# and D to get to me what is the best of both worlds: large libraries and excellent toolchain. For .NET, you might want to give it a try. dnetcodeplex.com. Ooh, disgusting. Yeah, all those are going to be broken, by the way. IL backend, but it hasn't been updated since 2009. I explicitly stated my interest in metal programming. Okay. Yeah, no, the best bet is probably the Fortran option. Because I already know a little bit of Fortran, so we'll be good. The problem is getting it to link. That's the issue. Because then we were like, oh, I need this library, and that library. Same problems I was having before. Using pragmas, inline directives, command line utilities. CPU. There's other ways to interrupt them though. You could potentially just call the D-Lang from C#, but that'd be lame. Would even be the point in that? Well, I mean, I guess it would be fast. Well, no, it's C#. It's hella slow. Greetings, you on 4chan? No, I'm on random forums today. So I don't even really know what I want to do today. Like, I haven't had any good ideas. I wanted to do GPU interrupt, but that's not going to work. There was also the decompute, but there's poor docs for that. I mean, there's pretty much poor docs for this one as well, but let's see. What does decompute have for us? Decompute, is it easy today? NVIDIA's $5 billion AI infrastructure push leave. Thank you, NVIDIA. I'm so happy with all of these GPUs I don't own. Damn, bro. Compute machine learning. Actually, another way of going about it is LLVM. Or we could do the C++ option. C++ GPU. I like how it always spits out shit about NVIDIA CUDA first. I don't like that. AMD. Let's see. I think AMD is also just the fucking least supported. I think like maybe NVIDIA is easier to do for programming. Especially like APUs, my laptop. Advanced processing unit, maybe? I don't know what that means. Either way though, we can still do like XTerm-C things today. It's a presentation. Interesting. What is this? I thought this was by LLVM. I look at the logo. I'm like, oh, it is by LLVM. Very interesting stuff. I was thinking about yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with GPU code. Let's just discard this for now. But we'll try doing some stuff to practice better externing C to better C programs. I haven't really messed with that. Better C is interesting though. It's like a subset of D-Lang where you just program with the world's most worst program of all time, basically. It's like C, but like you take it and then you go, I want my compiler to tell me I fucked up when I did something very normal. But anyway. Better C is awesome. We're just going to use it for some basic math today, since I think it could be highly performant. So we don't need to do any imports, we just need to do like void main. And then call void main. Let's make it a module. No, make it a library. Doesn't need to be a module at all. How are we gonna call these? Let's make this non-functional. And then we'll also try to use templates as well in the program. So we'll do void and then we'll do vec3. Add vec3. Try to avoid class-oriented code. So add vec3 will be And then we'll extern to extern C to this, which we're gonna compile as better C. So at the top, extern C, and at compile time, we need to call dash better C. Let's try a pragma. Do you use hyperlink? No, I use FVWM3. Let's see, pragma. Actually, that would be called at compile time. That means I probably couldn't just say that I want it to be better C at before then. That I was gonna put it like a safeguard. It's where you add directory. We're gonna call this vector. Vector lib. I don't know. Extern C void add 3 vec. Alright, for now it's empty, but we'll put in our basic code. So we'll take A, B, and C. We'll take and this is where you would need to declare what's called a template. Templates are amazing because at compile time, a template will be used to decide what values, what to do. So templates are awesome. Template parameters. So you would actually call this as template. So then you do TV, declare a template of type within that. So you can do templates for classes and things. Templates are other things as well. Let's see exactly what we can do with this though. Template T foo T, and then it's got this. Practical example. Template T copy, void copy, and then T is a type. So I'm assuming that if it takes T, hold on, there's more to read. One, instantiations of template declaration. There's also another place you can learn about these, but void copy out T from T, or T2 from, okay, then this is 2 equals from. Just sets 1 equals the other. To use this template, it must be first instantiated with a specific type. So then you can say tcopy int. But there's also like compile time declarations and things, which you could use like, literally that's meta programming. That's why it's important, is because you can be like, I barely understand meta programming, but once I apply it, I'll start to learn it better. Tcopy, and then you put an exclamation point to declare that it is int. So then that's gonna in turn use this. So let's write some templates of my first generation of templates. So let's do templates vec.d template add underscore vec3. Then the symbol might shadow it, but I hope that's not the case. Then this takes t, so that's your thingish instantiation would be exclamation point type. So take t from this, for example. Out t, oh, t copy. So yeah, you have the template name, and it's got to be a uppercase. So then you would call it as t copy that. All right, so then we can just call it add vec3, void add vec3, and then it takes t. So t is a type. So when you call that, it just says t, and then you would then have int for your type, and then you could do dot copy. So that allows you to interwork these into there. Now, obviously, if I was building this, I'd probably use a class to define these or make it easier to call them. But we're going to just do a basic one where I'm going to manually call them, since I'm still very new to type. Or not type, to templates. So I think you would define out t2, t from. So the type of... Let's see, there's more examples here. Void function int alias f equals tfoo. So then you could define a function name that we'll call it. Cool. Template type parameter. Template value parameter. Template alias parameter. Template sequence parameter. Lots of things, but we'll go back because we just need to learn basic ones. So you call tfoo, then t, then you can alias to tfoo or however you would like to do it. Alias b. And it's a template list. Template instantiation could be alias. Called template members are in the scope of template instance. And then it points to X. Okay. Practical example. A simple generic copy template would be void copy out. Also see function templates. If a template declares exactly one member and that member is a function with the same name as the template, it is a function template declaration. Alternatively, so here we have template square, and then they have t square, and then here we go t square. Oh, shit. So you could call int square void square, or what? Damn. A function template to compute the square type of t is this. And then calling square, then int 3. Oh, wait. No, that means it's literally returning the value. That's fucking amazing. I'm thinking more to use it to like declare whether we're gonna use float or like int. I don't think we're gonna use uint. Although I did say we're gonna work on the byte packing, but technically we could just do it this way. Let's see. Void add vec3. But then how would you go from here? You'd be like, what if I want float in my thing? Also, instantiation's interesting. There was also a documentation I found on GitHub about this, so something to look at for that would be over here. D templates. Introduction templates are a central feature of D. Like, literally the most important one, honestly. Conventions. Y templates. So let's say you have size T size. Oh, structure. And then which is being used like And this is all good and well. And then create a float tree node. First we change tree to int tree, and then we create a float tree node. That's a lot of code duplication, and only changes our types of value in children, which become a float in float tree instead of int and int tree. Let's observe the previous code. What we need is a way to produce code by generating 3 different types, injecting the type for value as a user-defined input. It's a bit like a function pushing parameters and getting a result. Let's imagine some code with a placeholder. Let's call it type. Let's represent a value. So struct tree type value, tree children, size. So you could put type for value. Wait. Type. That means you can hold a type. Type is a symbol introduced without warning in the struct scope. If you want to compile that code, the compiler will rightfully complain and ask where does type come from, with functions, parameters, and such. Parameters are introduced in the parameter list that will push them into the following scope. The function body, that's what we want here. We should tell the compiler that type is our placeholder to be provided later on. See how I introduce type in one element parameter list right after tree? Ideally, this is what struct definition abstracted on the type of value should look like. What is a template? So in the next chapters, you'll define a function, struct class templates. In nifty syntax. Let us say you have a wonderful piece of code full of function definitions, structs, and symbols. This piece of code offer a few entry points, parameterization, template declarations. Here's a syntax for template name, list of parameters. Some syntactically correct declarations here. All right, so template name is your usual D identifier. An identifier alone in itself is considered a type name. So like int, other values. Alias identifier. You declare them with alias identifier. Do not feel aliases. Alias identifier and then D, which is just that's the from D-Lang. They will capture not types but symbols, variable names, class names, template names. It will also accept many other compile time literals, literal values, type name. A lot of explaining things, which I don't really need, but literal values. Oh, L value. Type name, identifier. Literal names, literal values can be integral base strings, module declaration, template array of, and then he does alias array type. So array type, let's see, oh, equals T, and then array. Element type equals T. So then template array of, and then template transformer. Damn, these are actually pretty interesting. Template, wait, what's a template the name is transformer. From to transform from, standard.conf, return to, exclamation point, which is instantiating a return, this. To transform. Enum manifest constant determined at compile time, see below. Complicated one, T string. Bro, templates are above my brain cells right now. Alright. The exclamation point before that's what differentiate template arguments. arguments lists from standard function. Here's a small trick to get a shorter syntax. If the argument list only contains one argument with a list with a length of one token. So here's our valid instantiations. Template int. So these are all example declarations. Alias array type T array. Type array. The compiler will look at the declarations if more than one template was declared called name. If the called name and select one with the correct number of arguments. Effective instantiation. I just gotta write some of it. Auto s equals new DTOS transform. Let's just go over and just try to screw around with it. So we got template add vec3. We're gonna try compiling to better C2. And so add vec can be, well, it could be a type of UIDs. How does this work? So if you had like I feel like it's just like over-explained. Templates tutorial PDF. Very good. You can print it out. But let's see a template void or example delaying. Let's see that. Let's see AI example. Number 1 matches arrays. Tfoo int tfoo double instantiates number 2. Oh, so you alias it, and if it has a type of int, but you also need to match them. Enum val 1, so tfoo, and you just enum this to val 1, 2, or 3. So you have to match them. Then you alias them. So you would do template sequence parameters, template mixins, inject code into the current scope. These like brain damage right here. I don't understand. It's like this is alias. You just alias it. My question is, what is this like exactly? How does it work? Like this. So you do template tfoo, right, of t, then you can alias tfoo of int to be foo1, foo2, or so on. How would I just be able to identify a type from my... Well, let's not go there. Not yet. See, let's go and dig deeper. Templates. No. Let's watch a video on it. No videos. We already read the D templates tutorials. ABCs of templates in D. D was not supposed to have templates. Several months before Walter Bright released the first alpha version of DMD compiler in 2001, he completed a draft language specification which he wrote, "Templates are great in theory, but in practice leads to numbingly complex code to implement trivial things like a next pointer in a singly list or linked list." The freely available HOP-L4 paper, Origins of D Language, explains on this. Walter initially objected to templates on the grounds and that on the grounds that, and they added disproportionate complexity to the front ends. It did take some convincing as activity grew in the singular D news group. Requests that templates be added to the language became more frequent. Eventually, Walter started mulling over how to approach templates in a way that was less confusing for both the programmer and the compiler. And then he had an epiphany. The difference between template parameters and function pointer or parameters is one of compile time versus runtime. From this perspective, there's no need to introduce a special template to every syntax, like C++ style T, when there's already a syntax parameter listed. Okay, T could look like this: template T and U. Template through T and U, members here. Template declarations. Inside a template, there's no yeah, I've been there. Template declarations. Inside a template, one can nest any other valid D declaration. So like int X, T, and Y. Struct, bar, void, do something. In the above example, the parameters T and U are template type parameters, meaning they are generic substitutes for concrete classes. Class or struct declaration. By declaring a template, it is possible to, for example, write a single implementation. One name to rule them all. In practice, yeah, that's the idea. You would have one template that you can use for like any of them. Not very, with multiple members, by far the most common form of template declaration is a single member eponymous template. Consider the following: template max T max. Alright. Can have multiple members that share a template name, but when there is only one, D provides us with an alternative declaration syntax. In this example, we can opt for a normal function that has a template parameter list in front of the function, or in front of the parameter list. So you would alias your template, kind of. So you could do T, comma, U, just a struct declaration. Explicit instantiations. So you do this. I guess that's an explicit one. But you would alias. So like you'd be like temp int float, or like, I see. Kind of interesting. And that's all handled by the compiler, so I don't really need to worry about better C, I don't think. So what you do is you would declare it with a T, and then like, who knows what the T is, but like, I guess you would call, like, if the T is I'm kind of confused still. So if template T equals, yeah, you can also do the alias technique where you like have it and then boom. T of X, bro, this is so confusing though. Like I kind of understand it, but like I just don't think I could write one. And the argument symbol is single token. Import standard.conf to done with stuff yet. Just is an interesting example because it is an eponymous template. Eponymous template. Yeah, he has a good book on it. I'm gonna have to read so much about fucking templates to actually understand this. But his book is very good. Goes over hella stuff. Fibers, memory management. I've learned like 90% of his book so far. But not even by just reading his book entirely. I think the farthest I went was like maybe contracts, but not even. Like I think I went all the way to like structs and then I stopped reading. But now I kind of know all the way up to like I know a lot of these labels in go-to union. I learned a little bit about unions yesterday. Tuples, data sharing concurrency, like shared, G-shared, synchronized. I didn't know that's a thing. But yeah, I've read a lot of this book. Obviously, I still got more to learn, but like still, always lots. What I don't understand is templates. Templates. Wait, but do you need a template? So, dealing how to declare function with many potential type. Yeah, function templates. Template constraints. So if is type of oh wait a second, return value, auto my function t no many potential type inputs. You just do the reverse. You'd call it from a template maybe. Let's see. Clamp. What is clamp? I've never seen clamp. Void. Oh, that's just the type. So you could do like rules using this, I guess. Interesting example codes. Function body works with any type T. For any type passing as argument. So then you do, oh. Let's see what he has in his book. Alright, the shortcut syntax. More templates. We've seen the power and convenience of templates in template class chapter. Shortcut syntax. T twice, T value, return 2x T value. Huh? Equivalence of two definitions of the following. Int value. And so you have double value. You'd overload it for double. But function templates is leaving one or more of the types it uses as unspecified to be reduced later or reduced later by the compiler. The two types that are being left unspecified are defined within the template parameter list, which comes between the name of the function and the function parameter list. For that reason, function templates have two parameter types: the template parameter list and the parameter list. That's what I'm missing. That's what my brain cells are missing. So if we had ABC, you need ABC in both. So I've added wallpaper and desktop icons. Your streams are always very interesting and fun. Thank you. I'm kind of had no idea what to do today. I was like, yeah, we could try this GPU stuff. I barely researched that shit. Like, there's so much to deep dive in, and like I barely understand half the shit I'm researching. So like, even if I can just read for like an entire stream, that's helping me learn. So, and I just like to learn. Let's call this extern.d. So we're gonna try to make a template in an extern C program. You don't need to do all of this though. So what you would actually do is you'd call a void and then add underscore vec, and I believe this would be t, comma t, comma t. Let's say we have three members of the vec to add, and then you would do this. Make it spaced out as well. I like this. It feels like it's Greek looking at those. So we'll do that. Call TTT, and then we'll just not declare a type. So you would just put 3 T's, and then you put your T values. I guess we could do T. Yeah, T values. T, and then A, comma T, B, comma T, C. Now, that's, I guess, how you'd call it. Let's see what AI thinks. Get somebody to check it. Actually, let's see if there's a section where he calls with multiple different values. Oh, you could do T like that, so you have T with those. Their solution is to leave the type parentheses. Type deduction. So like if you pass 42, it will assume it's 42, but when the compiler is deciding on what type to use is called type deduction. According to the last example above, the compiler decides if on the following 2 types according to what it uses. So, right ln, opening value, closing value. If the compiler decides it's a floating value, does it decide it's a double by default? How would you declare it's U short? What if you wanted to declare U short? So like, how would you do that? But anyway, this really will, I think this really simplifies code, because then you can just call your template declaration. Anyway, let's see what how this will. AI, what do you think of my code? Hand AI the code. Is invalid in D. Do not use template parameter multiple times in your template declaration. You declare T once. TTT. Oh shit. You only need 1 T. So if they all are float, it shares float. Now, we need to make this. You can also technically do a template value where you declare it as like T type for a return value. So it decides whether it needs to return like one of the different types, like uint or something based on that. Let's see. So we got our voids, void advec t a t b. Would we declare this as, yeah, I don't think you could declare it as ref. Should I download Arch? Are you ready for Arch? If you're ready for Arch, yes. But if not, then no. Try Catchy instead, bro. Catchy's pretty good. I like Catchy OS. I think you can get a Catchy OS installation that, well, maybe not. Bro, Catchy OS, their kernel upgrades are fucking cooking. I'm telling you. Whatever patches they do are fucking cooking. Extern C, so we can let's see. So we'll just do and then also need to add a TX. So then we just add T or A plus X B plus X and C plus X. Catchy OS? Yeah, Catchy, bro. Try Catchy. C plus equals on all of them. That's way simpler than the Fortran syntax was. Bro, the Fortran had me going. Sure.
M Chester 0 C++ 33 M C simulator 36 M Chester 0 C++ 33 M C is 36 M Chester 0 C++ 33 M all new feature.
Bruh, it quits. It knows C++ is so bad it quits doing text-to-speech, but anyway. I'm sorry, I just satisfied my 5-second break. I took a 5-second break, so, oh wow. What, Jester speaks now? Yeah, we implemented this using, speech dispatcher. I'll try it in a VM, if I can. I don't know if you'll get the full experience, but it really cooks on, Intel i5 4th gen. Hopefully it'll cook on the Dell PowerEdge server. Oh yeah, Dell PowerEdge server, bro. I'm sorry. I'm distracted. So how do we set the final output value? You can't return a value from an add vec. That's functional programming anyway. You'd take a reference to or a pointer to a value, then you would send to that pointer. But the problem is you can't declare ref in T with T, so I'm going to go ahead and say that this is a T type. So how would I go about that? Go to programming in D. So to see an example of explicit type specification, sometimes it's not possible to introduce your template parameters. So if you have T type, let's see, T parentheses. What if I don't want to have a void type? What if it needs to be a T? Maybe it's not void. Maybe it could be void. What if it potentially might be void some other times, but not all the time? Also, why would we T get response, T response? So you could declare T for like everything. I mean, I guess it makes sense though. Let's do T here. And then return. But you sealed enum? I'm confused. What do you mean? Is this guy doing C++ or what? I don't know. I think templates are like the most complex thing right now for me. I thought classes were, but that was like months ago. And then I wrote a class and I was like, oh, that makes sense now. Let's see if I can write A plus and then do all these at the same time. This is like very simple. Shouldn't be super hard. The only thing that's going to make it hard is when I have to call it from this one. And then I think if I better see this, it will probably break. But return A, comma, B, comma, C. Let's do this, but take a type array called a vector, and then not do all of that. And then instead we just do something more simple, because this makes my brain hurt. So we're gonna take, and then also we're gonna take T. And then it returns A, B, and C. But no, it returns, for example, T. And that's gonna be the, a T array. But that's gonna be at the start of it. So we do T array. And then we call it, T return. Oh, TA return. Yeah, that's better. Go for that. Then we also need to take the original and break it down. So instead of doing a for each, you would just see. I don't like about this is that we still have to for each it. T. Just take for each mem. Actually, no. Do T underscore. Do this T array A and T of TXB. Then for each this. Then return TA return. Then after that, what are we doing next? In the middle, we need, oh, also I need to define what that is going to be in a second. T underscore mem. I don't know what to call it, so I'm going to call it a member. Although mem also could be confused with memory. Like, anyway. The vmem address. Oh my gosh. TA underscore A. There we go. And then, I mean, I guess I could be more specific, like, of A, but I don't know. And then, lastly, we have one final step, which is just to do add. So add, for each member of that, add X. So you do, X, T underscore mem. And then you would be like plus X. So there we go. That's simple. And then you will append them to TA return. So TA underscore return appends TA. I don't think this is better C compatible. I got a big feeling that this is not compatible. So that's how you pass that. So then what we're gonna do, we're gonna try, I think LDC2 is the best option for this, but DMD, I don't remember how to do the output names, but we'll see about that. Oh, why am I not in this folder? CD D underscore lang. And let's try vec DMD vec.d. And then OF equals vec.o.
36 M Chester.
Oh shit!
Plus 33 M. If C is the worst.
every time we fail to compile, it's gonna be like 36M plus 36M Jester. Or some fucking puts the delimiters in there, the color delimiters. 36M plus Jester. Goddamn, bro. You, instead of the C oh, because I'm a fucking jackass. That's why. Shit. I got confused.
36 M Chester, 0 C++ 33 M. C.
36 M Jester. 036 MM. Error. Identifier expected for template parameter. Ding 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 do 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 do
36 M Chester, 0 C++ 33 M. Arguing the job.
Huh. Ah.
36 M Chester, 0 C++ 33 M. Oh, definitely. C may not be the worst programming language ever created.
C may not. Oh, definitely. What? I'm so confused what he was reading. DMD vector D to OF vector O. Use OF or OD. Hold on a second. Compile. I forgot how we do it in DMD. DMD compiler OF. Dash OF. What's that flag do? For Linux. Wow, is Zooey. Wow. Nice. Very good, Freeman. Wow. Compile only, do not link. Oh, my bad. I'm dumb. So yeah, do C. C will work perfectly. Okay, so then we'll try dash better C.
36 M Chester, 0 C++ 33 M. Being really good at C is like being really good at...
Bruh, this is gonna be every stream for now on. It's just gonna be that happens every time we fuck up something. 036 M just... Bro, it's gonna be awesome though. If it works after reboot, I'll let you guys know next. Well, you guys will already know next stream when I go to screw up compilation commands, and then next thing you know, we'll have 036M Jester, 036D. PL/I and ADA started with all the bloat. Were very daunting languages and got bad reputations deservedly. I wonder if I can do systemctl restart. You need to do that as sudo, I think. Restart dash speech dispatcher D. Alright, now let's try. K.
36 M Chester, 0 C++ 33 M. I invented the...
Fuck! It's NVIDIA. Let's see. Maybe I could fix it now. I really want to get it working. Pulse audio latency settings. missing speech synthesis engines or accidental activation system screen radar. To lib AO or ALSA instead of pulse audio. Okay, let's see what it says in there. Oh, is it like did not do anything? Vim. What was that one Vim we did earlier? Go all the way back through my Vims. Oh, it'd be this thing. Generic execute synth. Process SOX. If dash v a play, then okay. Going down. Let's go ahead and cat that. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at. Copy, so bro, it changed my system theme too when I changed the colors palettes. Hello AI, let me go ahead and paste this one simple thing. This should give it enough context to figure out what the hell I need to do to fix it. Ooh, wowie. Audio backend mismatch, flat pack versus host. References paths inside Flatpak if you are running speech-D from the host system, not the Flatpak. Cannot access the Piper binary models at those paths, causing immediate failure or cutoffs. If using speech-D, install alternative, use Pyed's Flatpak's internal speech dispatcher instance if available. Ensuring Sandbox has permission to access pulse audio / pipewire. Are we using speech-D? I think we are. We're using not speech-D. Well, we are using speech-D. Speech dispatcher D. That's fine. No, I think it just has to do with sandboxing. Ensure the command runs within the sandbox context that the host speech-D has explicit access to those directories. Yeah, I don't know how to enable that. Let's see. Enable speech-D access to Flatpak. +++++. Alright, we'll let that cook while I figure out the problems we were having. Or linking. Should be able to just DMD and link to it. So you would do DMD and you would do the .o for one. DMD and then you take .o, but you also need an output file. So what was the other one called? So extern D extern. So you'd call extern C. So if you declare it better C, you need to call it with extern C. And everything is declared with extern C here. So we'll be able to call add vec3. So add _vec 3. But that's also really weird, because now I have to deal with this. It's a T and a... Like, it's now a C template. Like, what? Now I have a C template? Can I declare this like this without... Is there better C compat with templates? What am I doing now? We're stepping into really unknown territories. But it takes T array, and then, comma. And that's also a template, by the way. But that was a template compilation? I mean, unless it runs less. And it's a T advec3 T, and then you need to have X. It looks hella confusing, but I can assure you all this is actually not bad, I don't think. So so that's literally all I have to call is this via CABI. Hopefully that's faster than just writing everything in D and using only D. I think with only using D, you eliminate any kind of CABI overhead that might exist, but who knows? It's learning vicariously by doing. Add vec3, and then we're gonna do, which this is like the worst way of doing vector math, but let's do A plus, well, let's do float. Let's do a double array, actually. It probably assumes double array, and let's define it with DA underscore vector, or yeah, vector. We'll pass vector to add vec. Double vector equals, let's do some numbers. 1.2 6.00002. Actually, don't do that many zeros. 02 2, one of my favorite numbers, and then make this one 0.5 just to match. And then let's also have 3.14 5 or 1.5, isn't it? In it? I don't know. I don't know if it in it. All right, that's cool. There's my vector. So then I'm gonna add vec to this one, and then the T of X will be plus add vec maybe, or add vec3, right? Yeah, call add vec3 here, and then X or double or DA underscore vector plus 5.603, and then afterwards we call DA, but also it needs to be defined as DA underscore vector equals add vec3. This is functional programming at that point, instead of using all of the things in our paradigm. So like we aren't really utilizing it to the best. Well, I mean, I guess it's there, you can use it, but like still, I don't like doing this. I like to just take something, pass it to a thing, and then change that thing. I like Fortran way of doing things, where you just pass something into a thing and process it through there. I need to do like more Fortran programming. If I get time, I need to like do more of that, but I just haven't really done that because I've been wanting to improve my delaying skills as the primary delaying enjoyer on YouTube. DAVector.writeLn. I like this syntax the best because it's so nice. It's universal function calling syntax. Now you don't know if DA vector is a class or a fucking what the hell it is. So we need a DMD extern dot d externed and then dot d, and use the object file vec dot d or vec.o.
36 M Chester 0 C++ 33 N. It has been discovered that
Alright, try this again.
36 M Jester, 0 C++ 33
Incompatible types? Oh. I'm a jackass. Huh. Wait, it just works?
36 M Jester, 0 C++ 33 N.
Of type double to double array. Ah, interesting. Type double. How is that happening? So DA vector is a double array. So I'm surprised we even got it to call a better C function and use a CABI or template and use CABI. This is nice. You know what this means? That in the future, whenever we write code, as long as we use a decompiler for the last step of it, we can just use templates to do a lot of shit. Instead of using a function, why use a function? You can just use a template. Template does so much. Template is amazing. Now, obviously, there's this ain't as advanced as it gets. Obviously, there's a lot of shit there that blew my brains, but this is pretty useful. Let's go back to generic execution. To enable the pied flatpak to access your host system speech dispatcher socket, you must override the default sandbox permissions. The cutting out silence often occurs after. Alright, so flatpak override dash user speech dispatcher, and then just copy that, and then go over to the other side, and then no. NVIDIA! You need to middle click to paste into the fucking terminal. Yes. Oh, I love that. Access the home directory. Good. We're enabling things that should not be allowed. I guess I'm just gonna pass all of these. Microsoft. Microsoft! What? Nice. And lastly, uh
36 M Jester, 0 C++ 33 N. On new feature.
I love that. Alright. Alright, then flatpak run. Flatpak run. I should have it in there. So we found flatpak run. What is this next one? Where's he hiding in? When did I discover the flatpak run command? Those are the overrides.
36 M Jester, 0 C++.
Flatpak.
Whenever I saw a
Help. This is a side project, but I will finish it today's episode.
M Jester, 0 C++ 33 N.
Flatpak dash help, and it shows me I need to list. That's why I was looking for it, because I didn't remember the name. Brave browser, free desktop, wowie. Open NH. All right, so Microsoft flatpak run Microsoft com.microsoft thingus. Payed. Ah. Current voice.
A rainbow.
A rainbow. Nice. None of that fixed it really. Launch it again from your application menu or terminal. Seems that if you're using service, not the one inside Flatpak, cannot see flatpaks.var directory even with overrides. The host speech D. Sure, the speech dispatcher service is actually running inside the Flatpak environment, which Payed usually manages automatically when you install a voice. Okay, let's install a voice then. Let's try a different voice then. Let's say I wanted, I think it was like L2 Arctic.
A rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon that is caused by reflection, diffraction, and dispersion of light in water droplets.
Bro, I know that guy's voice. That's that one guy. I fucking heard that guy before. He was in a video. Now he's become robot. Robotnikov. Ding 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 ding. H.
36 and Jester 0 C++ 33M.
Y. W.
36 and Jester 0 C++ 33M.
Still no worky. Please, sudo, please help. Ensure speech dispatcher service is running inside a Flatpak environment, which Payed usually automatically manages when you run a voice. Change the script paths to the actual location of models on your host system. Under socket, ensure pulse audio is enabled, and changes apply immediately. Restart PID. Flat seal. Okay. It still cuts out. Let's see what it says. Anyway, let's go back. So we had problems with compiling it. Let's do one last compilation, or a couple final compilation attempts. So it said DMD extern D.
And Jester 0 C++ 33M.
that gets me every time now. Cannot implicitly convert expression DA vector, which is in extern.d. T-add vec3. Okay. Is it... Or does it want a double? Well, no, because there's two different types. But it wants a T-array. Add underscore vec3... type double to double array, but that's not a double, that's a double array, unless it takes the double first for some reason, even though I have it in the reverse syntax. I wonder if it just takes double first because it said fuck that, I want to do double first, bro. I'd do double first too, honestly. If I was the fucking D-lang compiler, I would also go fucking double first. Let me see that. Let's do that one.
36 M tester 0 C++ 33 M.
Template add vec is not callable using double and double array. Double and TA underscore. What? Pseudo, why is it just TA? Oh, it's gotta be TAA. But yeah, it worked the first time. So DA underscore vector and then underscore, oh, comma. 5.69. 5.69. Oh, wowie. So we're calling T of X. Let's try it again.
36 M tester 0 C++ 33 M. C.
Wowie. Introduces latency if pipewire we're using pulse audio. Oh, okay. Sucks processing. Copy and then pasta. So it says double to double. Looks like it's working. Speech.sock PID. Which yeah, it shows that it would be working. So yeah, it's working there. It stops mid-sentence. Dash check action check. What am I doing? Oh right, those are for compiler. We need to do the templates right here. So in this example, he said cannot infer the type, and we have the exact same thing going on. Kind of, to an extent. So we have T, but then it has T response in there. I'm assuming cannot deduce template function. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. We don't have that problem. But we are having a problem where it takes. Maybe it does not have a return value. Return TAA underscore return. What did it say though? It said TA double. So it cannot assign TA double to equal TAA for pass off. That's the problem it has. Interesting. But then return TA return. Yeah, that returns that. So do this. We'll use a DMD compiler and compile into an O. Dash C dash
0 C++ 33 M.
extern.d and vec.o should go together. So that's
36 M just 0 C++ 33 M.
type double to type double array. How is this a double array? It is a double array. There's no what? Pseudo what the fucking shit? It is a double array at this time. Literally, quite literally cannot not be a double array. What are they going on about double array? dash C and then dash extern D.
36M Jester 0 C++ 33M. White.
Let's go and figure out the text to speech as well. Try to switch between things rapidly. Generic delimiters to effectively disable it. Okay, got it. Thank you, GPTs. Thank you, GPTs. Wowie. I don't have any of those. What? Guys, what the fucking shit? Holy shit. Said delimiters somewhere. 06M. Change this line to effectively stop splitting. Okay, so there should be a generic delimiter section. Insert generic delimiters and then the chunk size. Nine. Generic chunk where was it again? Max chunk length. CZ chunk length. Max chunk length. 9. And then should be good to go.
M Jester 0 C++ 33M.
Didn't even get past the C++ portion. How many 9s did it have? 6 9s? That's perfect. So that would probably be correct. Alright, so we tried that one. Let's try Vim. Vim/etc/systemd. There should be one called SpeechD. Network D core dump. Fucking what does it say again? It said SpeechD. etc speech dispatcher. I thought it was systemd. SpeechD conf. Nah. Oh, so you could connect it to a server and then have it do text to speech from another computer. That's pretty cool, I think. I think that'd be a pretty cool idea for a bad idea. Default pitch, default volume, voice type male, ENUS, pause, none, car. So down to what car is being used. Audio NAS server. So yeah, you could technically do that. Connect it to a server. I figured. Pico, eSpeak. That's for like when you do pconfig. Add module testing. Chone. Tremogus. Jimothy Tremogia. Verification run SPD. That's the. This is a very long sentence that should not stop in the middle of the sentence, no matter what happens. Timeout 30. Usually 5 to 30. I'm gonna give it 60, but I need to find it. Control F. Oh no, you only do that in the whatchamacallit. Wait, you just use timeout. Brilliante! I found my timeout. What? Timeout. Go to 60. 60, by the way. Insert, delete. 60. Escape, shift, ZZ. Fuck! Add colon to override. What is this? Escape, shift, colon, QA. Escape, shift, colon, QA, exclamation point. We need a pseudo vim. I'm a dumb guy for not pseudo vimming. Pseudo vim that shit, and then there should be like close to the top. Shouldn't take me more than a slash and the word time out. Time Amogus. This is the year of Amogus, guys. Actually, that's 2022. And set it to 60. 60. Nice. Escape, shift. Oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's funny, though. Hey, you wanna know a trick? Type 60 and then 60 and hit enter and see what happens, bro. Oh my god, bro. I ain't even seen this before. I now have 60/60s to delete. Amogus Skibbity. For real, for real. Need to hit escape, shift, ZZ. Boom. Alright. System. I think I did it before. Please restart so I can hear the fucking beautiful voice. H.
36 M gesture. 0 C++ 33 N.
Why?
36 M gesture. 0 C++ 33 M.
Bruh. That is very sad. Increase from 30 to the other thing? So then what? What is the other ones? Let's try that. Pass this to the thingus.
This is a very long sentence that should not stop in the middle of the sentence.
This is a very long sentence that should not stop in the middle of the sentence, no matter. Okay. Speech tease, but pipe processes the sound. This can cause the stream to close prematurely if parent process host speech D receives a delay. Workaround: if you're using Flatpak binary, ensure to the entire pipeline runs inside the sandbox by using Flatpak run in the execute command. Or better yet, install Piper TTS. No. So Flatpak run in the execute command? What if you do flat pack run that? I was expecting a very robotic voice. This voice is very familiar, and I think I know where it's from.
36 ingester 0 C++ 33 It's
Fucking shit. Flat pack run. How incorrect was this? Flat pack run SPD say pipe E or no dash E and then pipe help
36 ingester 0 C++ 33 all definite 36 ingester 0 C++ 33
do dash up.
36 ingester 0 C++ 33 36 ingester 0 C++ 33 36 ingester 0 C++ 33
Damn. This hurts inside. Let's go back and then flat pack run SPD. I don't know if that works. No to run inside Flatpak. The issue is the speech dispatcher. Speech queue must be run on the host system to create a socket while the Flatpak tries to connect to it. Why did I use Flatpak for something? I'm so fucking dumb. Start the daemon manually in the foreground to debug. Verify the socket exists. Enable socket activation. Yeah, but those are running. I guess we'll just put those in and then hey, we'll fucking do something. Fine. Yes.
36 ingester 0 C++
Jesus.
33
Yeah, I forgot to put the slash in there.
36 ingester 0 C++ 33
and cool. Looks like it did something. Have no installation config. Oh. That makes sense. Anyway. Mid-sentence stops. Man, I gotta Vim that. I don't want to Vim it, but yeah, I'll Vim that shit. Vim / etc / speech dispatcher. No, not that one. This one. No, next one. Man, honestly, I think it just need. Do I need to restart my system for this to apply? I think it might just need me to restart it. see if that works pied after pied first install. How were we doing on this shit? We were like having problems with the thing, assuming one thing was another. Recommended steps, no reboot needed. User restart speech dispatcher. Let's try that. Let's try this shit. Alright, now H failed to connect to speech dispatcher, can't connect to Unix socket. Connection refused, auto spawn. Okay. Speech dispatcher already running. Flatpak run pipe. Then we'll just that one. Switch over to this one.
36 M Chester 0 C++ 33 M C.
Bruh. Okay. That's pretty sad. Let's get back to externing our C. So we're trying to pass the type, but it can't take a type array. It needs a type array pointer. Because we're externing C, so it will take a type array pointer in the... It'll take a type pointer, not a type array. Maybe a type array or type pointer, but I think it just needs a type array pointer. That's going to take a type pointer now. I'm pretty sure that's how you pass a D array. Let's see. Since we just externed better C in that one program to create a function.
M Chester 0 C++.
Oh right, I gotta do the.
C is
the one thing. tmd-c-vec.t.
M Chester 0 C++ 33 M.
Semicolon following the T declaration, not T. Let's see. Empty attribute list is not followed. T array. You would need to pass a T array, a T pointer again.
36 M Chester.
But it works with T arrays.
33 M. C is the best example.
C is the best example. What if it needs a T pointer? That doesn't make sense. Hopefully it works. When you need to pass a pointer to it, you can do that using a dot pointer for an array.
36 M Chester 0 C++ 33 M.
I see what happened. This shit happens. Fucking A. Boom. So it's gonna take an array pointer for now. We'll try array pointers and see if it can operate on an array pointer or not. Extern D and then pass the array pointer for DA vector. We're gonna pass that as a dot pointer because it's a regular D array, so it needs a dot pointer that has that property.
36 M Chester 0 C++ 33 M. C will do.
It's a double array, so it wants a double array. Let's see. Let's remove this and make it a T pointer and pass back a T pointer.
36 M Chester 0 C++ 33 M.
Keep forgetting that part.
Makes it easy.
Actually, let's do them in steps. So we first do the better C, and then we do, and then if that command worked, dmd what is it called? Extern D dot D and vec.o, and then that should give us what we're looking for.
36 M Chester 0 C++ 33 M. The last good thing written.
The last good thing written in C++ was the Pachelbel canon. So one failed.
36 M Jester 0 C++ 33 M PL
11. Implicitly TA return. Extern D is trying to do this. Best line in C++ is return 0. Bro, that's C though. I like how it's going on about the ADA one. Return a type pointer.
36 M Chester 0 C++ 33.
Actually,
if C is the worst. "36 M Chester 0 C++ 33 M. I think maybe the guy
who and stops. But it can't actually take types like that. It has to take T arrays. So like if the type, but if you're extern C, you can't pass arrays like that. You have to pass pointers in between C and D. That's like the kind of thing we're struggling with. But I think we'll figure that out next time because I'm out of time for today. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye. Hopefully by that point we'll have this working.
36 M Chester 0 C++ 33 M. Within C there is a